Today, the name Sallie Rowland is synonymous with excellence in design on both a local and national scale. But before there was Sallie Rowland, there was Sarah Wilkins, a Baltimore native who moved back to her parents' hometown of Fort Wayne just before graduating high school. Sallie's father, Howard, was a salesman. Her mother, Cleo, a genealogist and one of the first female presidents of the Allen County Fort Wayne Historical Society.
She was an interesting gal. She's kind of my model, I guess, in a sense. My father was of that era where I'm not sure women need a college education, to which my mother said, time out.
Cleo worked as a bookkeeper so Sallie and her sister Molly could attend college. Sallie studied textile merchandising and business at Indiana University and graduated in 1954. Reluctant to move to Indianapolis, she changed her mind when offered a role on the team selling executive office designs and furniture for Business Furniture Company.
I got myself up for this interview, and I couldn't believe what I saw. They had converted a whole floor in their building to executive offices, and they were gorgeous. I just looked at that and I thought, my gosh, wow. You got to try it. The industry was in its infancy. You know, it's being the right place at the right time kind of thing.
A work event proved to be the right place and time for Sallie to meet Dick Rowland. Not sure if he was more impressed with her or her sporty Carmen Gia, Sallie soon learned Dick, an architect, had designs on a life together. They married 6 months after meeting. After 10 years at Business Furniture, Sallie left to stay home with her new son, Eric. But the best-laid plans were no match for her natural talents.
I just had a lot of clients that had appreciated what I could do, and it just snowballed.
Sallie thought, correctly, that clients would pay for her design services. But conducting business over the kitchen table with a family that now included son Jason wasn't working well. So Dick encouraged Sallie to establish her business outside the home.
He was so supportive, you have no idea. Because here I am in this age where women certainly were not supposed to be in business, and he said, go for it.
Without many female peers in business, Sallie got advice from several clients turned mentors, including Frank Walker of Walker Research.
I wanted a woman on the board. Sallie was a pretty easy choice. Businesswoman, doing her thing, didn't mind telling me what she thought, and which is what you want.
Walker encouraged Sallie to set goals for her business.
My motive was to do each project better than you did the last one and take care of the client. I really felt that if you took the time to understand the business they were in and the image that they wanted to project and the comfort that they wanted to provide, you could hit it on the spot. I very rarely had to do anything over again.
That client focus built Rowland Design into the largest commercial design firm in Indianapolis and one of the top 100 in the nation. Sallie's profile grew as well. In 1977, Mayor Bill Hudnut appointed her to the Indianapolis Historic Preservation Commission.
She and I used to go round and round on some of this preservation stuff because I was one of those that said, why don't we tear these things down and build parking lots?
Sallie convinced Walker and others that preservation wasn't obstructing progress, but actually contributing to economic development. She cites the renovation of Hilbert Circle Theater and today's downtown residential building boom as victories of historic preservation.
If we hadn't had these designated historic districts like the Old North Side, Chatham Arch, Fletcher Place, of course Lockerbie was the first one, and without the rejuvenation of those historic neighborhoods, people would not have been interested in coming downtown.
Sallie started smashing glass ceilings. She was named first female president of the Historic Preservation Commission. Similar milestones followed at the Indianapolis Chamber of Commerce, Economic Club of Indiana, and the United Way of Central Indiana. Along the way, she became friends with other pioneering women, such as Judge Sarah Evans Barker.
Some people think that everything I know about Sallie came from her pre-sentence report, but that is not true.
The two women served on boards together and developed a mutual admiration.
She knows her stuff. And if she didn't know her stuff, if she didn't have a level of knowledge that people respected, they'd find ways to sideline her.
Instead, Sallie, armed with knowledge and her trademark sense of humor and wit, was able to extend her success beyond business to preservation and civic engagement. Even after retiring from Rowland Design, now in its 50th year, Sallie shows no signs of slowing. She recently joined the board of Indiana Landmarks.
Historic preservation keeps me going, and I do think it's gone from just maybe the mentality of saving this old building or that old building into saving communities. I think it really does that. Their mission is to reconnect you with your heritage, which I think is important.
She's just wonderfully generous with her time, and we're going to milk every ounce of value out of her that we can as long as we can.
You just kind of hope someplace along the way you made the place better than you found it.